Alright, well here's an update on a little small project. As the general supply air compressor project starts to wind down, I've been working on this a little bit. This is that Kohler K12 little generating set that I mentioned in my May Jacktown video from the swap meet. I picked this up. I've got it all sandblasted. The block, the base, the shroud, the head. I blasted the stator ring, the actual stator housing, everything. It's all just disassembled now. There's nothing in there right now. No flywheel. It's just all sitting together. But it's just showing you where I'm at with it. This is the color is Rust-Oleum Regal Red, which is about the best match I could find to the red, the original Kohler Red that they painted these generators. I think the Kohler Red might be a little bit darker, but I mean that'll suit it just fine. So pretty much the whole thing will be red, as it was from the factory. I think I might leave the cylinder head bare aluminum. Possibly the actual cylinder, but I don't think that would look very well with just a bare cylinder and a painted block. So that might get all paint and just a bare head. I guess depends on how well that Rust-Oleum holds up to the heat. I know we painted the little hit and miss Briggs 805 Road King and I in that Rust-Oleum paint, and that head's holding up pretty well. Actually, it's not even affected at all by the heat, and that does get a little bit warm, that little hit and miss Briggs. But I don't know if something that's constantly running would be able to take that heat. It's a, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it's a K12 Kohler engine. I don't know the horsepower on these, but the generator is a 1500 watt rated intermittently, so it's probably about 1200 watt or 1100 watt continuous. 120 volt DC generator. It runs at 2700 RPM. Let's see. I've got the. I'm going to replace the two main bearings, which are nice ball bearings. They're making a little bit of noise. Here's the crankshaft for it. You can see the rod journal's a little bit scored, but it's not that big a deal. The rod, unfortunately, does have some scoring on it, of course. I think I'll be able to clean that up and then be able to file the rod on the rod cap and take up any clearances without it being out of round. The piston looks good. It's a standard size piston. 2 oil rings is something I've never seen before. I don't know if that's original. I believe it is, but I've never seen it before on an engine, and it's interesting. Just 2 regular compression rings, but that's not in bad shape at all, and the cylinder doesn't show any bad scoring. I'll pop the head off real quick. Got a nice Kohler shroud there. It's a steel sleeve and the aluminum block. So it should be a good runner when it's all done. The valves were pretty snug in their guides, so they'll just need to be lapped back in, and it should be a running engine with no issues, which is what I want it to be. Just a completely serviceable, reliable running generator. That's why I'm replacing the 2 main bearings, and I'm going to replace the generator end bearing also. New seals, of course, to go along with that. Originally, it would have had a fuel tank mounted above the shroud, like any Lawson or Clinton or Briggs would have. The fuel tank would have sat right up here on 2 brackets that were mounted in these holes. I didn't get the brackets or the tank when I bought this. It was missing. So what I'm going to do is put a fuel pump on it. It already had the mounting position for the fuel pump. It just had a blanking plate over it when I bought it. But I found this fuel pump on eBay. It is a military surplus universal small engine type fuel pump, made by Airtex. It's a really nice stainless steel priming lever. It's brand new, old stock. You can switch the inlet and the outlet ports from vertical to horizontal on both of them, on the intake and the outlet. So the only thing I'll have to do is modify the lever arm, as it was made for, I don't even know what it was made for. It was just a universal pump. It obviously had some application, but I'm not going to use it for that. Just have to modify this arm to be able to ride off of the camshaft, which I'll pop the shroud off again, which rides right through here, right in this area. So it's not a great distance from here to there. I should be able to make it work. There's plenty of clearance inside there. The governor sits way on the opposite side, and the crankshaft is not in the general area, so it should be good. But that's where I'm at with this one.